Everyone, welcome on board. Welcome to CATKing. This is Anisha here. Finally, after FMS calls were out 2 days back, now today we have the NITIE calls come out. I know we have been waiting very patiently. When will these calls finally come out? When will we have our interview process and the final decisions and the last leg? So, congratulations, guys. The NITIE shortlist is out. All you have to do is go onto your website and I'll quickly show it to you. When you log into your website, you have the details where you have your portal where you submitted your application. Just quickly log in. You will check your shortlist for all the PGDM programs, not the executive programs, for all the PGDM programs. Okay. Once you have checked your shortlist, the next thing which you have to do, the most important thing which everybody is a little clueless about, where and how do I start my preparation. So first thing, every CATKing student, this is what we recommend you guys to do is, step 1, you will go log into your dashboard, go to the IIM WATPI section. In the IIM WATPI section, yes, we have all the videos which you have to watch. The Alumni Connect sessions, check out the last year's Alumni Connect sessions of students from NITIE as well as the other IIMs as well also. But the most important thing is going to non-IIM college dockets. Here, open it up, scroll down, and you will see NITIE available out here. Open the document for NITIE. Here, it's a consolidation of interview experiences, detailed transcripts of students who have been there, done that, and made it to NITIE, right? So make sure you read it up in detail, understand what was the GD topic, what were the interview experiences. Like, for example, if you look at this one, it talks about there were 3 professors in my GD, one female, one male, and again the third panelist was a female. It was a discussion about 12 to 15 minutes, overall a very haphazard fish market, which is very common to happen. And right after that, they had the personal interview. Okay, so the personal interview was very different. You look at how detailed the student has spoken about the kind of humid weather, the atmosphere, what all can cause you a little bit of hiccups here and there, and was second last in the panel. So waiting for so long also tests your temperament, your patience. Make sure you guys keep these things in mind. If you're the last one to go in for interview, you should definitely freshen up right before your interview, sip some cold water, wash your face, refreshen up, and make sure you go in there with a smile, because you are tired waiting. Your panelists have been taking interviews, talking to people. They are more tired than you are. So when someone comes with a smiling face, it makes it much more interesting. So keep that in mind for sure. Okay, here we look at the interview experience. Professor, you seem eager to answer the questions, is what the professor says. Yes, ma'am. Professor, I will grill you. Smiled, I was a bit puzzled. In about 10 to 15 minutes, I was then called for the interview. Now, the panel for interview again had 3 professors. One female, late 40s, second male, early 50s, and a third one, again, early 40s. Okay. They were sitting across a large table. P1 and P2 were busy with some documents, and P3 was staring at his laptop. I entered the room, greeted them and all, and sat in a small stool in the middle of the room. Panelist 1, introduce yourself. Started off in a high enthusiastic pitch and went on for about a minute. Where do you work? What is the sector? Told them about the company that he works for. He works in an oil and gas sector. Cuts me in the middle and asks, what is upstream, what is downstream? So you tell them about it. It was followed by a few more questions from my work, and then suddenly the panelist goes, what projects did you do in your college? Told them, did some projects of automobiles, alternate fuels, and e-rickshaws. The panelist was interested. Oh, did you? Tell me about how an automobile starts. P2 started staring right at me as if I'm scrutinizing, like a cunning smile. Ye automobile is uska forte area. Then I felt a plunge inside my body and my mind was filled with bliss. Automotive is my area of interest. So I started off right from the ignition system and ended on final transmission and drive. I felt quite pleased, as in a previous interview I had fumbled on similar kind of a thing. Now, P1 and P2 seems happy. Both smile at me and look at me benevolently. P3 was a little sleepy out there. P2 asks some more questions from materials used in cars, which fortunately he was able to handle. Next question. Okay, tell me, what do you do other than academics? Sora writes answers on Quora. Brags about being the most viewed in diesel engine and cars. So you feel you are an expert in automobiles. Why don't you work for an automotive companies? So he explained them about it. So you write answers on online forums, suggest me a car. So inquires about requirement and usage, forgot to ask about the budget, and suggested Ford EcoSport to them. Oh no, it was too costly. We are profs here, not managers. And then he suggested a few hatchbacks. P2 was really inquiring about why I suggested these cars and their pros and cons about it. Then they asked him, which car do you drive? So Vitara Brezza. What did you say you do? Smiling a little and explaining how my father also loves cars, so it's like a dream to own a compact SUV. Inquires about the family's background. All of them look at each other and wished him luck. Started walking outside and almost opened the gate when P1 called me, started asking questions about my work ex. I was feeling strange and they didn't stop. 10 more minutes of questioning before I leave. I walked out of the room and called my sister. She also had an interview on the same day. I walked and reached the stairs when the adcom called me on top of his voice. They are calling you back. I was taken aback, cut the phone call and rushed to the room, opened the door and asked permission to enter. They smiled and asked, "What is your name?" I replied and they asked me to leave. Overall, it was a great experience. So if you look at it, it's a very detailed experience, and all the other NITIE experiences which you will see on the dashboard are detailed enough for you to understand, one, what kind of questions they ask, how much detailing do they go into, what should be your thought process, and how do you work on the same ahead. Okay, so keep that in mind. Secondly, a lot of people have this concerns कि यार एक तो निटी पूरा engineers का college है, should I go in here or should I not go in here? Well, honestly, yes, it's an engineer dominated college, but the placements are killer. The college has been doing really amazingly well, especially when you look about operations. It's the place to be. Okay, plus you're in Mumbai, Powai, amazing location. So work your ass off when it comes to preparing for the interviews, attend everyday lectures, connect for the Alumni Connect session, which we will be having on Monday at 11 p.m. We'll make you meet people from NITIE who are currently studying there, who are alumni, who are the best placed folks, who have got PPO as well, to make sure you guys understand it really well how to convert your interviews. Looking at the placement stats of the last batch, 2022 batch, the highest package was 49. 2023, this is soaring higher than this as well. The official report is yet to be out, but this is 2022 published report on the website. 49 lakhs is the highest package. Average is 25.4. Median is 22. Amazing brands and companies. You name the brands, whether it's 3M, Abbott, Bosch, Unilever, Pepsi, Amazon, IBM, GE, Flipkart. Look at financial sector, everybody comes in like this. American Express, Standard Chartered, Marico. So you have people coming in from all the sectors, be it consulting, be it operations, be it FMCG, be it pharmaceuticals, be it e-commerce. So everybody is coming. You have different sectors dominated. You can clearly see dominated by consulting space, then manufacturing, followed by e-commerce, then FMCG, and then we have IT analytics and BFSI. Smaller other companies and pharma companies catching up onto it. All right, to know what would be your peer group like. So this is the batch profile. Work experience, if you look at the batch profile, the experience wise, you can see freshers are 25%, which is the maximum. 0 to 1 years, we have 24%. 2 to 3 years, 23%. 1 to 2 years, may 13%. 3+ years, may 15%. So that's batch work experience distribution. Maximum people are coming from IT analytics, which is pretty common with all the engineers, but you also have people coming from other sectors and consulting as well also, right? Looking at all of these, if you look at the important highlight factors, like the top 20% of the batch, the average package is 39 lakhs, which is amazing. Top 50% of the batch, the average is 31. You look at the overall increase in the average CTC, it has been a 65% increase in the average, 30% increase in offers being made by consulting firms. So more or less, if you see, essentially, the college is doing great. The location is amazing. You have great faculties. There has been a buzz around NITIE becoming IIM Mumbai soon. Sooner or later, that will also pass on, and you will definitely get to leverage that in the long run. So right now, what I suggest all of you guys is, let's work hard. Prepare for the interviews. People who had stopped preparing for interviews, get back on track every day 10 to 11 p.m. Attend your live lectures, take mock interviews. We have a lot of NITIE alumni taking your mock interviews, and let's make sure we convert this call and then choose where to go and where not to go. All right, thank you so much. Stay tuned to the channel and make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye, take care.